Hey guys, it's Big Nick here, and I'm here to give you my review of the greatest Royal Rumble ever. And I am filming this pretty much an hour after its conclusion, so you'll probably see it soon when it's uploaded. So yes, today was the greatest Royal Rumble, and it was a pretty solid show. To be pretty honest, yeah, it was a pretty solid show. I enjoyed it. Fun matches, some endings I expected to kind of happen just to leave way to Backlash. So, just start right into it. First off, we had is Triple H versus John Cena. Why the hell not? It's a fun way to start off the match. Triple H and Cena just being Triple H and Cena. John Cena does pick up the win with he hits an FU, he does a slingshot and Triple H into the corner, then FUs him again, and John Cena wins. Cuts a promo saying how he's happy to be there and all that. But yeah, congratulations there to Cena. And what's his name? So yeah. Next up we have is the Cruiserweight Championship match, and that is Kalisto challenging Cedric Alexander. Fun match. I like how they countered their moves, especially the finish of the match where Kalisto's going for the Salida del Sol, and then Cedric Alexander counters it right into the lumbar check, retains his championship. So yeah, nice fun little match there afterwards. Probably the two best normal matches right there. Next up we have is The Bar, or Shamzaro as I call him, versus the Deleter of Worlds. Woken, Matt Hardy, and Bray Wyatt. Okay match at best. Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt have won the tag team titles, which is pretty obvious with The Bar on SmackDown now. So, solid match there. Interesting to see what happens then now with Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy, because a lot of new teams have formed on Raw, so interesting there. If you look at the tag team divisions, they're very split. For Raw and SmackDown, Raw is like the makeshift teams, while SmackDown is the established teams that are the better ones. Next up we have is Jinder Mahal challenging Jeff Hardy for the United States Championship. Not a good match. In my opinion, it really wasn't that good. There was probably the biggest botch of the year where Jeff Hardy goes for a Whisper in the Wind, but Jinder Mahal nowhere near it. Jeff completely misses, and then Mahal sells like he got hit in the back. Biggest botch of the year. So yeah, Samuel Singh got involved. Jinder almost went for the Kalash. Twist of Fate. Swanton Bomb. Jeff's still champion. Title remains on Smack If Down If. You know, I just fix that real quick. Get the fuck in there. Okay. Hey, next up we have is the SmackDown Tag Team titles. The Usos versus the Bludgeons. Another just okay match. Nice little fun action going back and forth. The crowd pretty much died after Triple H and Cena. Crowd just seemed like they did know who the crowd did know who they were, but they just seemed like they didn't just give a damn for anybody except pretty much Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt. Everybody else completely got no reaction at all. Just seems like the crowd just didn't care for them. So yeah, the Usos lose, Bludgeons retain after they just demolished the Usos after the Usos had their nice little run, but Bludgeons retain tag team titles. Next up we have is the ladder match. Excuse me. The Intercontinental Championship match, and that probably the match of the night, and that is Joe, Miz, Balor, Rollins. Fun action, a lot of good use of the ladder. The crowd was into this one because they knew everybody in it. It seemed as if they actually cared about these men. Fun match. It was pretty much 2 Raw versus 2 SmackDown. Miz and Joe, SmackDown, Balor and Rollins, Raw. Really did like the moment at the end where Finn Balor had the Intercontinental title in his hands. Rollins just springboards onto the ladder, takes the title literally right out of Balor's hands. Oh, you can kind of say it seemed reminiscent to Michaels and Jericho, their ladder match, but yeah, Rollins escapes the Intercontinental Champion. So it was a really fun, nice match, nice action, nice use of the ladders. Joe being a heel, Miz being a heel, Rollins and Balor doing what they do best, flying. So yeah, nice fun match. Next up we have is the WWE Championship match. Shinsuke Nakamura versus AJ Styles. Now this one seemed to flow better than their WrestleMania match. This one does end in a no decision where it was a double countout because AJ Styles just kept attacking Nakamura on the outside. So, and it's been confirmed the rematch for Backlash, which I will have my Backlash predictions up next week. Probably Monday or Tuesday, expect it on one of those days. So yeah. But yeah, this match did seem like it flowed a lot better than the WrestleMania match. Seems like the match is just slowly escalating like I predicted it would. Like, good match. Like, okay, Mania was okay. Then the next matches be better, then better, then better. And then, oh, good God, enough. We can't take it no more. So it ends in a double countout. Then AJ Styles stands tall after what Nakamura did to him at Mania. So Backlash seems to could be the final match of the rivalry, especially if Nakamura doesn't win. But if Nakamura does win, continue the rivalry a bit longer, and then whatever you want to do with AJ. Next up we have is the casket match between Rusev and The Undertaker. So it was a solid match. Pretty much what you expect to go down. Not going to be that long because it's Taker and he's older in his health. Rusev was actually over. And so was, of course, Undertaker. He's over wherever he goes. Excuse me. So it was an okay match. Undertaker wins. Some solid things. Undertaker does his traditional moves. Aiden English has to save Rusev from being put in the casket at first. Rusev really never put Taker in the casket, which I have an issue with that because in other casket match history, they've done that. The opponent will put Taker and then he just fights out, but I guess because he's at this point where... So English tries to save Rusev a second time, but he gets tombstoned. And another real complaint I have was just the fact that Rusev was beaten just by one chokeslam. Aiden English is the one who took the tombstone. So yeah, Undertaker wins. That was really unexpected victory there by Taker. I mean, damn it. Next up we had the final one-on-one match before the Greatest Rumble, and that is the cage match between Lesnar and Reigns. And just like Mania, it was just a suplex, F5, Superman punch, spear fest, which went on for about not even 10 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. I have no idea. But Roman Reigns tries to escape through the cage at one point, like through the door, and Heyman just smashed the door on him. Yeah, Heyman got involved. Then Reigns literally spears Lesnar through the damn cage, but apparently Brock touched first when technically you have to touch the floor, and Lesnar was technically on the cage, the steel gradient of the cage. So Lesnar retains on a technicality, I guess. Raw still doesn't have a full-time world champion. And now after that, we go to the Greatest Royal Rumble, the 50-man Royal Rumble match. Now, I did really enjoy the Royal Rumble match. Would I say better than the two at the Royal Rumble early in January? No, but definitely two very fun ones I would revisit. So, 50 men come out, and let's just start off. First of all, it starts off with Daniel Bryan and Dolph Ziggler. All right, Daniel Bryan number 1. I mean, damn. Dolph Ziggler number 2. I'll deal with that. Number 3 is Sin Cara. He's quickly eliminated. Then out comes Curtis Hawkins. Then Mark Henry. I believe Henry eliminated, not Curtis Hawkins, Curtis Axel. Hawkins is later, idiot. Henry eliminates Axel. Out comes Mike Kanellis. He's eliminated in Santino fashion. Then out comes Hiroki Sumi, a sumo wrestler. Mark Henry pretty much gets rid of relatively easy. And then Ziggler and Bryan get rid of Henry. Then out comes New Day member Kofi Kingston. So those three in the ring. Then we jump to Tony Nese. Cruiserweights in the match. Then out comes Dash from one half of the Revival. Then out comes second surprise, Hornswoggle. He eliminates Dash because he was already hanging over the rope. Then up comes Primo. They didn't know he still existed. I believe Hornswoggle was already. Hornswoggle had been eliminated by Tony Nese before that. Then out comes Xavier Woods, so second New Day member. Then out comes Bo Dallas. He's quickly eliminated by the next entrant, the Raw General Manager Kurt Angle, who eliminates he and Primo. Angle, he did last a hot minute, and at this point, Ziggler and, Bryan have been around a while. Ziggler was eventually eliminated by Kurt Angle. So after Angle, out comes Dawson, the other half of the Revival. Then the legendary Goldust. Oh wait, and I did forget, someone else did come out early in the match. Yeah, at the Sumi was Victor. I skipped Victor because he lasted maybe 5 seconds. Yeah, before Kofi, so that was my bad. I skipped him, man. Victor come out right before Kofi. But yeah, he had lasted like 5 seconds. Then after Goldust comes other half, Connor. Then comes Elias. He's over wherever he goes. So good. Then out comes one half of the Good Brothers, Luke Gallows, the big one. Then comes the Gore Machine Rhino, Drew Gulak. Surprised he didn't last that long. NXT surprise Tucker Knight, one half of Heavy Machinery. He's the taller one. Then out comes the glorious Bobby Roode. Then Fandango. Then Chad Gable. Then out comes Rey Mysterio. Then Mojo Rawley. Tyler Breeze. I believe Rawley eliminated both Fandango and Breeze. Then Big E. Then Carl Anderson. Apollo Crews. Out comes NXT surprise Roderick Strong. I like what they're doing there with the Undisputed Era. You had Adam Cole at the Rumble in January, and then had Roderick Strong here. The NXT guys pretty much got no response. I'm not surprised. I don't expect the Saudi Arabian people to know NXT unless they really want to. Then out comes Randy Orton. He does his RKO stick, eliminating a handful of people. Heath Slater comes out. Then out comes Baba Tunde. I've seen him before. If you don't, I think it's Baba Tunde. I'm sorry if I'm getting it wrong. I quickly wrote the name down. He's a big guy, about the same size as Strowman, I guess. I've seen him before on clips from the Performance Center. Like, I've seen him in the background working out. Apparently, this might have... I don't know if he's been on NXT TV yet. Please someone let me know. But I guess he's been at the Performance Center before because Corey Graves has said NXT beware. So I guess he wasn't fully at NXT yet. So I'm just going off of Corey's. But after that comes Baron Corbin. Then Titus O'Neil, who had the greatest moments of the night, where he's running to the ring, just casually slips and slides directly under the ring. I'm sorry. That was just too funny. I didn't see it at first. I turned away because something fell. I turned back. He's coming out from under the ring. I'm like, what the hell just happened? Then all I hear is Corey Graves dying. Like, Corey Graves could not... And then we see is the replay, Tyson is goes, swoop! And the best part is, the reason it's so hilarious is not the fact that he fell, it's the fact that he fell and slid directly under the ring. He could have slid and smacked right into the ring, or smacked and just fell on the floor. No, he slips and slides into the ring like he's sliding into DMs. Then out comes Dan Matha. Then Braun Strowman, he just clears the damn ring. Then out comes the Perfect 10. Kurt Hawkins. Lashley, the Great Khali. Khali lasted like 5 seconds. Kevin Owens, Shane O'Mac, Shelton Benjamin, the Big Cass. By this time, Daniel Bryan has already passed the hour mark. And then number 50, Y2J Chris Jericho. So I believe the last the last 3 were down to Strowman, Cass, and Bryan. Daniel Bryan, actually Big 4 was Lashley, Strowman, Cass, and Bryan. So Bryan and 3 giant men. Strowman eliminates Lashley. I believe he also eliminated Jericho. And then Daniel Bryan's trying to get rid of the Strowman, and then he turns around and gets his head kicked off by the Big Ass. And then the Big Ass eliminates him just to pretty much keep their feud going for Backlash, where I hope Daniel Bryan comes out on top. But Daniel Bryan, he was completely destroyed. His chest was like, you could see the knife, the hand prints when people chopped his chest. I even saw under his arm. His arm was bruised. My man got hit over an hour. He passed Rey Mysterio's record. My man got his ass whooped. But Daniel Bryan still, and then the Big Ass is eliminated by Strowman. And congratulations, Braun Strowman won the greatest Rumble ever. He can't win a normal Rumble, but he wins this one. And he gets that big trophy plus a green championship belt just to say that he won the greatest Rumble ever. So I have a highly doubt that this will become a yearly thing. But so yeah, that was the greatest Royal Rumble. It was a pretty solid show. Pretty much everything that happened was pretty much expected, as we expect with the pay-per-view still coming up. Only one thing I guess that wasn't expected was Lesnar retaining. I mean, AJ Nakamura, either Nakamura was going to win or some shenanigans happened where there's no clear winner. You weren't not going to have AJ Styles beat Nakamura. That I figured was not going to happen. So everything else went pretty much expected. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in a few days for my predictions of Backlash. As I said, Monday, Tuesday, just expected around that time frame. So yeah, Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in a few days. Oh, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate it.